Hi, I'm Carl,
And I'm Ebony,
and this is
the
the Loveless
Loveless
Marriage.
Marriage. How old are you, Carl Butler?
Oh, we're doing an interview style now.
Yes, we're doing interview style now.
Okay, 35 years old. This is just gonna jump to it. This is my second marriage.
Okay.
Yay! I know,
Woohoo!
right? Everybody's been married and divorced and remarried. You know what a journey that is. But no, this is my second marriage. To my lovely wife sitting to my left, maybe you're right, Ebony. Um,
And just imagine this. We've only been married since May, and he's already like, But that's
yeah,
okay, though.
7 months in,
7 months in.
7, 8 months,
It'll
almost
be
8.
8 months in January. January
Yeah.
the 20th. It'll be 8 months in. How long were you married the first time? And how old were you when you first got married?
Oh my God, I got married when I was 22 years old, way too young. Um, of course, I think that when you're that young, you think you have it figured out. You think that you have this idea of love figured out, but you really have no idea of what it means. You have no idea of what it means to actually love somebody. I mean, there's a type of love that can be considered more so lust or more so infatuation. And I think that's probably what it was being that young because you don't even know yourself yet. You don't even know who you are. But yeah, I got married when I was 22, divorced by the time I was 30, I believe. Yeah, divorced by the time I was 30. Learned a lot of lessons, learned a lot. Nothing really bad to say about my first marriage. Just it was a learning experience. It really was. Seeing myself grow, seeing my wife at the time grow, and funny, you grow, end up growing apart when you get married that young. But yeah, this is definitely my second and last marriage. I told, she's laughing. I told Ebony, I said, if this don't work out, then
We just stuck with each
yeah,
other.
there's no not working out at this point. So because I'm definitely not doing this again. But yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
My name is Ebony Butler, of course. I am 38 years old. I am from Columbus, Ohio. I was not born or raised. I'm not a Georgia peach, but through my many travels, through former relationship, because I also was married before. I got married at 19. My divorce was final in 2015. I think so. November 2015, something like that. But through my marriage, it did bring me four beautiful and wonderful daughters. So I'm grateful for that. And their ages, because I forgot to tell you all, Carl doesn't have any children. So that's kind of the spice in our relationship with, I guess, the two becoming one.
Yeah.
I have all daughters too. So that is that's interesting. So my daughters' ages are 17, 16, 11, and 6. And we have some interesting personalities that run throughout this house. Um, I would say, I think it is true when you get married young. I guess in my mind, I had it kind of thinking it was, Lord forgive me, like the Huxtables, or I had that preconceived notion of marriage, and I never thought I would get divorced. So for me, my divorce, I believe for me, it was harder. I don't know if it's different for men, but for me, my divorce it was really hard. And the transition from going to being married, because you basically, when you get married young, you grow with that person, like Carl was saying. You grow up. We grew up together. And then for reasons between, the party, your ex, you decide that, you know what, we're at a crossroad. I can say this, and my ex-husband could vouch for this if he was here. We both came to the conclusion that we both stopped trying. And that is one thing that you need in order for your marriage to work. Two parties have to be actively engaged, working at it in order to make it work. And if you're not actively engaged in making it work, it's not going to work. No matter how many times you get in the prayer line, no matter how many counseling sessions you go to, if you guys aren't both actively engaged together, it won't work.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in for our introduction video.
I don't want to be done.
Of course you don't. You don't want to be done. Of course you don't. So, stay tuned for our first video. This is a little introduction for y'all to learn who we are. Yeah, that's it.
God. I don't want it to be done, but he's making us stop. So.
I am.